Hello again and welcome to another episode of Anime Splash. This week we're reviewing or previewing or whatever you want to call it, what we do in Anime Splash. The anime is Maken-Ki. And again we're going to break down the plot with Ricky.
Alright, so it's actually pretty typical. You have a guy, he's being transferred to this new school. And and it's a special sort of school where people go to master their magical powers, and they have duels where they fight each other. But it also has but previously it was an all-girls school, and it just now became a co-ed school. So basically you have a lot of harem anime elements in there. You have the childhood friend girl that trying to be around him all the time. The really cute girl that's like already in love with him for whatever reason. The girl that already hates him, that might like him later on, maybe, who knows. And it's pretty much a harem anime with fighting in it.
Yeah, so I mean it's not that complex. That's not the draw. The draw is the funny, perverted jokes, which this anime has a lot of. It kind of overdoes it, in my opinion. But that's its style. I mean, that's what it's trying to do. They got a lot of boob shots and they got a lot of panty shots, and they just go over the top with it. It's just like kind of too much for me. It's not that I don't like girls, so that's fine. It's just that because it just gets a little annoying after a while when that's all you're seeing. And that's kind of the focus, sometimes they try to get serious with some of the parts where because they got this whole mysticism thing in it too. With these people have these magic abilities. It's called Maken or something like that. And then there's a special version called Maken-Ki, and that's like the very abridged version of the full name of it, which is some long Japanese title. And then so they're doing all this discovery and learning how to use their Maken powers, but that's not the focus. Although that's what the show is called. The focus is the boobies and pantyhose and all that other stuff, and it kind of gets annoying. And they try to be funny with it, but they just kind of push it.
Yeah, it just gets old after a while, and you just keep going with it. The joke, it just gets a bit stale after you just keep doing it.
Yeah, and it's just it's funny because the other thing is like it's just unrealistic. I know anime not supposed to be realistic, right? But almost all the girls. There are a few girls with just flat chests, but most of them have these big water balloon melon type of boobs that like bounce like it's like zero gravity or something. It's just like that's a little annoying. You think no, I'm not gonna get sick of this. I'm a guy. No, I'm a straight male. No, even for a straight man, it's kind of like okay, I've kind of had enough of this. Can we get to some sort of storyline or plot development here? No, we just gotta see the boobies and the shots of the groin area. It's just it kind of gets a little old. So they got some, they do got, like I mentioned before, they got the whole magical powers and mysticism or whatever you want to call it. But it's very typical. It's just kind of like something they throw in to add some sort of, I guess, like seriousness to the show or some sort of story element other than the whole boobies thing. It just doesn't work out. It's kind of like it seems like they just kind of threw it in there to add some sort of backbone plot to it, but clearly that's not the focus of the show. The only thing I kind of like just a little bit, not the theme song, but just in the ending song, that's kind of annoying. But the music was kind of cool. I kind of like it. I just kind of like that style. It kind of reminds me of like 90s RPGs that were for PlayStation, which I kind of like that type of music. But that's just my personal thing. That's pretty much the only thing I did like about the anime. It's funny because this anime does have some really good potential. There's some great moments in here where there could be some cool action sequences and some fighting and some characters could be doing some crazy stuff. But that's not the focus of this show. This show wants to focus on funny, perverted boobies and the jokings and the staring of the guys looking at the girls half naked and stripping, or not stripping, undressing. It just kind of gets old. You got anything else?
No, just I mean, the action scenes I thought, you know, were okay, but you know, there's a lot of anime out there that, you know, does action better to me. So really, that's just my reason for not continuing this.
Yeah, I would not continue this either. There's no point. But, you know, if you want action, this has action. But if you really want some action, there's some better stuff to look at. If you're somebody who just likes to watch super cute anime girls with big boobs and a lot of looking at the panties, then you gotta love this anime. This is the anime for you. And I know there's a lot of you out there, so you might want to give this a shot. For everybody else, you know how to mess with this one. Don't even touch it, and just move on to something else. You know, you can always comment on our YouTube channel if you've heard something you don't agree with, or you agree, or you want to give us some feedback about the show. Talking about the anime, the Maken-Ki, you know, want to throw in some elements that we missed. That's cool. You can bring that up. That's always available for you. We'll interact with you too. But until then, next time we'll see you next week on Anime Splash.